Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
Oh. This looks terrible.
Let's watch that again.
What's the point of helmets?
Black Daddy told us.
Can we wait? Can we slow that down?
It's Velma Dinkley. It's Velma.
Oh my god! It is.
Let's
Hold on.
I'm gonna put that to point.
I'll give it a pass because
point
it's set in
to that point
1980.
50.
I'll give it a pass.
We're going with going 0.5 speed here.
Just like
No, you got to
Daddy
rewind it to the part where
told
she's
us.
punching and screaming. That
Oh,
was
is it not synced for you? Drag. If
It's not synced for
you guys
Hold
drag
on.
it back to 55, or one of you instead of me.
What's
I
the
got
point
it.
of helmets?
Okay, I got it.
Helmets.
covered in gold hexagons.
Black
Because
Daddy
that's
You
her.
must-
Spade,
point.
that's her. Why is it
It's
you're stabbing me,
still-
lady?
Hold on, I gotta refresh my page. It's out of sync for me.
Who gets that into a punching bag though? She's like so into that. Like she like fucking hates that punching bag. Like, oh my god.
You're a Nazi punching back.
As the Actman stated in his Modern Warfare 3 review came out just recently, first impressions are a big deal. And when it comes to first impressions for the newest Wolfenstein title, The YoungBlood, the first impressions I have had with it are so horrible that it makes me want to throw up. I mean, what are they doing with this story? It doesn't even look like they're actually trying to continue on from, liberating America, because apparently they just did that at the end credits. Like, oh no, we can't actually do anything in that setting except for blow up one base, do jack shit on Venus, and also get a new body that does the same thing as the suit we were provided with in the game. So, what is the apparent setting for Wolfenstein, the YoungBlood? Well, it's in Paris. But you're not playing as BJ. No. You're not doing what you would be doing as BJ, like, right after liberating America. Though, if you wanted my personal opinion on how the new Colossus should have gone, it should have started with you liberating Paris, and then ended with you going to America to liberate America. That's what they should have done. It would have made a good trilogy. But that's not what they did. They said, no, let's rush ahead to America because we have to say the messages about Trump and shit. And so, this is apparently maybe 20 years down the line. BJ's an old man now. Yeah, he's an old man, but not only is he an old man, he disappeared. He decided to leave America to go to Paris, but apparently he doesn't want to be found, judging by one line of dialogue in the trailer spoken by the sassy black lady, as Wolf calls her. So, what is BJ doing? Why is he running away? Are they trying to butcher his character like Luke Skywalker? It certainly looks like it, because they're wanting to run away. But why is he running in a Nazi-occupied Paris? Also, it seems that they're making the Nazis into a joke now. Remember all that build-up you had with Death's Head in the first game of this rebooted series of games? He was the man who built the Nazi civilization. He was the man who won World War II single-handedly with his genius. And yeah, you had some humanization where, yeah, there were people in the Nazi army that were pretty fucking stupid, but they were still efficient and brutal. Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus, screwed that up a little bit, but you still had at least the threat out there that, hey, they can still fuck you up. And they do. But here, they just look like a joke. Like, they got pushed out of America, and yeah, these two kids are going to go in and just, stealth mission it, I guess, and just kill a bunch of Nazis in Paris. And apparently they're going to start the revolution in Paris. I don't know. It just looks like what they're trying to do with it. But more to the point, BJ Blazkowicz has been the main character, just like in Doom. Just like in the original Doom, just like in every Doom game since, just like in Wolfenstein and every Wolfenstein game since the first game came out, BJ Blazkowicz has always been the main character. No matter what, no matter how many times it's been rebooted or how many sequels made to one certain game have been produced, BJ Blazkowicz was the main guy. He was the one and only protagonist you play as. Well, until the new Colossus came out, then they decided to have DLC packs with the different people you could play as in different areas of the country, I guess. But I never played those because I ain't paying $25 for a fucking season pass for Wolfenstein, a story-driven game. It's not a multiplayer game anymore after the New Order. So, there's that. But yeah, he's the protagonist of every mainline game. Always, even in the spin-offs, he was still the main protagonist. So, why are you deciding to not only throw his character out of the way to make him a MacGuffin, just like Luke Skywalker in The Force Awakens and in The Last Jedi? And apparently they're making it like The Last Jedi. Yeah, the guy who has, raised to kill Nazis, yeah, we're gonna have him run away from the fight like he's not even fighting. Like, apparently he helped kick the Nazis out of America, and it's like, nope, that's it. That's all good. I don't want to do anything else. No. PJ specifically states many times he's not going to stop until all the Nazis are dead. All right? He wants to topple the entire Nazi empire. Hence why he was in Europe all that time. Hence why they should have stayed in Europe, but of course the writers didn't see it that way. But yeah, so he's going to run away to Europe for something. Apparently he's either tracking down something and just didn't want to tell anybody because I don't fucking know, or he really is just not wanting to be found because there's contradicting information in the story trailer. So you're going to be playing as his twin daughters, and oh lord, their dialogue is shit. I mean, I shouldn't have to really show you the dialogue. Well, I shouldn't have to tell you the dialogue. I should have to show you the dialogue. Holy hell. This dialogue is cringy as shit.
Hell is this place? Codename Blackbird? Paris Catacombs?
That's your lead. He's in Paris.
You know, if we say something, they aren't gonna do jack shit.
Well, I guess it's just up to us then. Let me show you something.
Whoa. It's do or die. Just like Daddy told us. Fuck yeah!
You guys are weird.
Yeah, cringy dialogue, and plus the way they deliver it is so over the top, it makes my ears want to bleed. So, yeah, I have no idea what these kids are going to be doing. Like, it seems that what they're doing is they're trying to mix the stories of Last Jedi and Gears of War 4. Now, Gears of War 4, Marcus had a reason for, not being involved in anything at first, because guess what happened after the Locust War? He decided he was going to settle down with his wife Anya. And that's also funny. Marcus and BJ have a wife named Anya. But anyway, he was going to settle down with Anya at her family's vineyard, and they ended up having a son. Son comes estranged from him after he joins the COG. Son disavows from the COG, and then comes back after, their village is attacked by some weird monsters. And the reason why he's disheveled is because, well, it makes sense. Marcus was never a nice guy. He was always, emotionally distant with most people, even with his friends. He was pretty emotionally distant. The only one he could really open up to was Anya. And that's for a multitude of reasons that's explored in the comics and the books and all that shit. So you got that. But I'm not sure they're going to have it to where, like, BJ helps you in any way. Because it looks like this entire game is focused on just his daughters. And that's it. So that's fun. So you can be guaranteed there's going to be a lot of social nitpicking here. Just wonderful. Just like in the new Colossus, you're going to fuck it up by talking about politics. You're going to jeopardize everything, talk about politics. I feel bad for Brian Bloom. I mean, he picked up the role of BJ, and it's his favorite role. He did so well in it. Every performance he's given, really good. But then, like, New Colossus was shrouded in controversy because, oh my god, the Nazi marketing. Even though you're literally in a game where you're supposed to kill Nazis, so of course you're going to have Nazi marketing. And then, Infinite Warfare, people despise that game to this day, even though I think he helped write captivating characters for the story and gave his own captivating performance that rivaled BJ, at least in some areas. You know, I feel bad for the dude. He can't catch a break. A-Team, the movie that he wrote and produced with Ridley Scott, and that movie was a bomb. Not a lot of people like it, but like the dude's got some talent, and now it's getting wasted. They're just gonna throw him away as the main character, so that way his two daughters can get something done. Not his actual daughters, but the two daughters in the game, so they can get something done. It's like, no. Why are you throwing away BJ Blazkowicz? Okay, why? Okay, if you want my opinion on how this entire series should have gone in terms of structure, keep the New Order, keep the Old Blood, but then you get to the New Colossus, you fight in France, or you fight in Germany. You get him out of Europe first, and then you go to America. Because if you get him out of Europe, Russia's going to take it back. You don't got to worry about the Asian Peninsula and all that crap. All right, you can just go straight to America and fuck them up there. That's not hard to do. But instead, they're like, oh no, let's go to America all of a sudden because, yeah, that'll be the perfect fucking plan. And that's probably why everything is so stagnant now. It's because, even though the Nazis lost America, they can still bunker up resources in other places. That's not much more they have to deal with. So, yeah, this is just, I don't understand what they were thinking behind this. I really, really don't. But, honestly, I had high hopes for Wolfenstein. Like, I never really played it, the new games. I haven't played much of the old games except for 3D. But after the New Order came out, I didn't play it at first. But then when I actually got my hands on the Old Blood and then started playing the New Order after that, I was blown away. I was like, oh my god, the story's good, character's captivating, graphics not the greatest, but it's okay for the time, and the gameplay was awesome, especially with the perk system. Now it's just no. Also, I don't know what they're going to do with Dahishud technology, because the way the suits look, they don't even look like Dahishud's technology stuff anymore. Like they still have a couple of those little round spikes that are in the backs and the sides of the chick's armor, but for the most part, it looks like the Dahishud stuff has just been taken out. Like remember that MacGuffin we got in Wolfenstein 2 where Set was looking at a key of some sorts and he was trying to figure it out, and we never figured it out because I guess they decided to cut it because we need to have more political stuff in our apolitical game. Because Wolfenstein has always been apolitical towards most things. Like it doesn't mention anything else other than the Nazi stuff. Why is it mentioning stuff from modern times? I don't fucking know. I'm not the writers. Honestly, I want to find out who the writers for the first two games are out of this trilogy so I could get them back, make my own damn Wolfenstein game, and have blackjack and hookers. So, yeah. But yeah, they should have just not gone to America. They should have saved that for the end and have BJ die in a blaze of glory. Or they could have just had BJ die in the first game, like Wolf suggested. Just have him die and have that be your standalone game, and then you have the Old Blood as a mini-sequel, so that way you can have at least a little bit more time with BJ, get more attuned to his character. And then it would have made the emotional impact of the New Order's ending a lot more heavy-hitting. They could do either of those. You could do either of those. I mean, you could probably find a way to still bring BJ back and not have it be so contrived like you had it in the New Colossus, but, you know, maybe having him die was a good thing. Maybe not having him die was a good thing. I don't know. But based on the execution from the New Colossus story and then moving into the perceived story coming out of this new game, yeah, I'm not too... Those first impressions are not going to be good. Now, also, like I said about, the Ackman said in his Modern Warfare 3 video, you know, where people complain about like the UI looking the same and the gameplay looking the same, and how it's just basically a $60 upgrade to a game that we had a few years ago. yeah, that's basically what this looks like too. Just looking at the story trailer, because they show like the reload animations and shit. It's like those looks exactly like the guns and the reload animations from the last game. Now you can make the excuse that the old blood, it also did the same thing with that too. Well, here's the thing: it was in a not only was it a consistent art style. This game is in a consistent art style too. The YoungBlood is in consistency with the New Colossus' art style, but this was a mini sequel. This had a low budget. They could not focus on changing the engine. They could not focus on changing aspects of the gameplay or making the facial animations work. Because honestly, I find the facial animations out of the New Order and the Old Blood's engine to be a lot more detailed than you got in the New Colossus. I mean, the only detailed face I actually liked in the New Colossus was BJ's face, and that's because they actually make him look good. They don't really do that for anyone, not even Anya. Well, actually, no, they do that for Fergus and Bombate, but other than that, no one else has really got a captivating face to look at. Oh yeah, what are they going to do with Wyatt? Like, remember the thing in the New Order where you had the different timelines you could pick? Like, if you chose for Fergus to die, you got one timeline where you got to do certain things, and certain things happen in the story, and then if you let Wyatt die, you got certain things, you let certain things happen throughout the story, and that continued on to the New Colossus. What are we going to do about that? Where is Fergus? I want to see a fucking game. I want to play as Fergus, damn you. Give him a fucking mech suit. If I want to play as any other fucking protagonist of this new rebooted series, I want it to be fucking Fergus Reed. I want to hear that fucking Scottish voice out there. And I want him to have a son voiced by Count Dankula, because that would be fucking awesome. That would be the best fucking game ever. Like, you get a game where you play as BJ and or Fergus if you got a multiplayer thing going, which is, I think this is what they're doing. They're actually going to make this game a multiplayer game out of at least the story aspect. I don't know if they're going to have a full-blown multiplayer, but they're going to have 2 players. I think they're inferencing that quite a bit. And, you know, if they were going to do that, have fucking BJ go out there with Fergus Reed, and Fergus has a son that he's in communications with throughout the entirety of the game. I'd fucking love it. That'd be the best damn thing ever. Because Fergus got shafted. He didn't get to do anything combat-wise except for getting his arm chopped off in the last game. Like, he gets his arm chopped off, and then he shoots a couple of Nazis with his pistol in the opening mission, and then you got nothing else after that. He's just stuck on the fucking ship trying to get used to his arm. While that shit is funny, they don't give him shit to do. They don't give him shit to do, and it sucks. So, anyway, that's my whole thoughts and opinions on this new YoungBlood game. And it does not look good. Now, it could be fun, but if they repeat the same mistakes with the gameplay, the graphics, which that's already apparent, they've already fucked up with the graphics, but they make the same mistakes with the story that they did with the last game. I mean, there's already no saving it at this point, but if they do that again, you're probably going to drive away the casual fans. Because I wasn't a casual fan, I was die-hard. Fuck yeah. Bought the fucking collector's editions for Wolfenstein 2 the night it came out. The night it came out. And I couldn't play it at first because it didn't have Wi-Fi, so I couldn't freaking upgrade my Xbox to use the Xbox One X enhancements. Because apparently that has to be a thing. So I had to wait to get an update for like 2 weeks. Then I finally played it. I was like, oh my god, this is totally worth the wait at first. And then I played further in, and I'm like, okay, this is too rushed. They're probably going to rush the story too. If it's less than 5 hours, the story, and you got nothing else, this is going to suck. Though the multiplayer could do some hilarity. Hell, do something like they did with Dead Space 3 or something. I would much prefer that. So anyway, thank you guys for listening. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't die. And, yeah, let's kill some Nazis. And I mean, I'm going to play this game. I'm definitely going to get this game, but I'm not buying it day one. I'm going to wait for the $40 price tag at the minimum. At the maximum, $30. Then I'll buy it. If it's out low sales, and it's done doing 30, I'm buying it just like I did Battlefield 5, and I'll do a full damn game review on it. So, hey, thank you guys for watching. Don't die.